Hello everybody, and welcome back. I'm Count Christo, and this is the Pacific Prosperity campaign in Hearts for Black Ice. Today, we have just finished crushing a pocket of Chinese resistance over here. We're going to hand over some territory to our reorganized, sorry, what's it called? The Reformed Government of Republic of China, which hopefully gets a different name once we actually beat China. As you can see, the supply situation in China is becoming dire, but not for us. The Chinese are essentially out of supply hubs, and we're now going to grind them down and force them to capitulate. Should be fairly easy. They do have a couple of hubs in the north, but we're just going to push through in the south. As you can see, China, I think they recently annexed one of the what are they called? Like the cliques up there, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to continue our push. The plan is to launch a naval invasion here and push across here to start with. We're also going to launch an offensive in this region where I want to shorten the front line if possible. And in doing so, just continue moving our way in. And so let's launch that, shall we? And in fact, if we're going that way, we might as well attack this way here. Fine. We're also working on research. I'm feeling a little bit hectic. The research situation is questionable. I think questionable is fair to say. We need quite urgently to get stuff ready for our new hulls, the cruisers and the destroyer hulls. But we're frantically trying to research all the stuff required for them. We've also got our massive capital shipbuilding project underway with the T3 carriers and the big daddies coming out in 42, which is when I'm planning on kicking this old war of ours off with the Americans, that is, of course. Meanwhile, yeah, cavalry concentrating here. These guys crossing pretty effectively. One of you can help there once you're done. One of you can help there once you're done. That should be doable. Planes-wise, let's just achieve a bit more of a... Well, actually, most of the offensive is going to be in this section, isn't it? So, I'm kind of happy to keep them there. Any new air bases we've recently got control of? No. There is one in Hong Kong, which I should be able to demand off the British. I think there's some kind of decision that lets me take that without having to go to war with the British. This naval invasion, the men are strat redeploying. It's going to take... Yeah, another 14 days. That's okay. We're not in a tearing hurry. If we're only going to try and start the war in 42, it's not a disaster. Fuel is full right now. I think instead of training more ships in reaction to that, I'm actually going to import less, especially from the UK. Let's dramatically cut down our fuel imports until, I mean, we can really cut them down. Let's put them to just 16 fuel. Gives us a year. 18. Sorry, 24 even. All right, I guess we'll keep 34 coming in, and that should keep us relatively stable. And then we can focus all that extra industry on building infrastructure, which can increase our fuel capacity and also increases our capacity to build future fuel storage, which is the main goal there. There's the encirclement. Wish you guys hadn't started strat redeploying, but as long as we actually win this fight, it doesn't matter what organization the troops are on. Short on steel, but that's okay. China has our back on that front. And yeah, lots of sabotage and stuff will be going on against the... Oh, hang on, have you got a core? Wait, how did they get cores? Did they do a focus that gave them cores I didn't know about? Assert military control. More planning speed. Is it this one? How did you get all those cores? Maybe they have a decision. Okay, cool. That's great. That's going to really improve the local supply, available at least. We will indeed sell El Salvador some stuff, and that gives us just enough for our Naval Aviation Pioneer. Carrier Doctrine, Decisive Battle Doctrine, Naval Experience, and Naval Doctrine Research Speed. On top of the base Naval Experience speed you get. Nice. Can't get any of these just yet. I forget, which one of these did I want to get again? Army Breakthrough 3% is pretty good. Organization loss went below 15%. That's cool. That's pretty cool. I think it was reconnaissance that we wanted. The org loss while moving reduction is really nice. Or just the supplies. Yeah. It requires infantry training techniques, which we are working towards. Now, Naval Command. I thought I had something here already, but... I think we do need to exercise our Navy. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, to have enough XP to get the... what am I trying to say here? To get the... Right, the cruisers and the destroyers designed. I think integrated air arm seems like the right one to get here, but none of these are that urgent, because they're only really relevant once you're at war, and there's a chance for my... I mean, you know, proper naval war. And there's a chance for my guys to... Why can't I assign this guy? Hello? I did a whole focus to get this guy. No, game. Is it because he's my chief of army? Damn. Okay, I guess we'll get someone else. My bad. We'll just take the 7% naval doctrine, I guess. That's really annoying. Okay. Well, I mean, I think that is still the trio we want, but that's unfortunate. Oh well. What you gonna do? Okay, so now, I mean, they're de-orging all the way along the front just because they don't have enough supplies. So let's just continue to hit them wherever we can. Get a bunch more angles on that. Good. The other thing we might want to do is consider trying to get some motorized infantry, because they are pretty powerful. All right, industry. Also, maybe we should get some artillery factories and things going, but I don't want to do the maths to work out when they're effective. I mean, the production efficiency retention is good. Production efficiency base is pretty lovely to have as well. Maybe civilian works. Let's get one more civilian works, because one more civilian works means we don't have to do war propaganda and still have positive whatchamacallit, weekly stability change. So I think that's good. Right, we're going to push forwards mostly with the cavalry in a fairly dedicated spearhead. We are going to start to run into some serious supply issues as we cut deeper and deeper in here. But I'm hoping we're going to be able to get them to surrender before that becomes a serious problem. Did I see Germany, the Netherlands surrender? No. Not sure who I saw surrender there, but Fall of France coming up, no doubt. Have to imagine. Is that actually open? It is, okay. Well, let's just wander in there then. And so is there a decision? So it's demand Indochina. Ile-de-France must have fallen, right? And we have to control the nearby areas. And then... Isn't there also a demand Hong Kong one? Maybe it's a focus? Yes. Here it is. There's Macau, seize Macau, and... Oh no, there isn't actually. Install military advisors in Macau. The Republic grants us military access from Portugal. That's kind of interesting. That is kind of interesting. Because wouldn't... hang on, what was that other thing it said? It gives the right to... the rights to the resources in Macau. Are there resources in Macau? I'm not sure there even are. And there's no resources in Macau. That's a weird function. But wouldn't military access to them let us base submarines out of Lisbon? That would be pretty funny, right? Oh no, it's military access, not port basing, not fleet basing rights. Okay, that would be funny though, if we could we could base submarines out of Lisbon, start obliterating the British shipping convoys. That'd be pretty good. All right, you guys can attack here and press on, press on. Actually, don't attack them there. Attack them here. Hit them where they are not. It's more or less a Art of War quote. Admittedly, perhaps more than less. It's not exactly that quote, but it's what it means, at least. Alright, you guys, it's time for some speedy boy action. Just give me their victory points. Let nothing stand in your way. I think we are at the point of the war where these kind of long tail orders are viable. And now that we have these two hubs active, we're going to have a lot of capacity to project supplies deeper in here. So pretty good. Those signal companies. Just checking. Am I short on anything else on artillery? We could get spotter planes in. It's only for medium and heavy artillery, though. Let's get the military police. We're obviously not having to to police very much land right now, but in the fullness of time we will. All being well, we will anyway. Okay. Landed here without a problem. Let's have you three land here when you can. Meanwhile, we will just move out a bit. Is there a supply hub there? Yes, there is. No supply hubs for China. That is our doctrine right now. Their surrender progress is not very high. That's weird. Well, the Chinese Soviet Republic is actually a major, so we are going to have to push in here. That won't be a problem, though. Alright. Ooh, I could go ahead of time on this. That's tempting, actually. Yeah, give me that. Well, it's not going to be done for 2 whole years. No. But I don't want to use up the bonus on something else. So maybe I finally get radar. No, let's get the recon. Yeah, recon radios. Recon radios are good, I think. You are to not... Oh, bollocks. You are to not permit anyone to mess. No, I cancel this orders. These orders. Keep coming in. Good. More joint industrial policy. Good old Latvia helping us out. Cutting in here. Good. Now these speedy boys, yeah, just keep wrapping them up. Why is their surrender progress so low? Is it because if I give the land to these guys, it no longer counts as Chinese? That might be it, actually. If so, that's obviously very silly. Just advance all the way along the front. There's the artillery. Give me land warfare. And then we actually need the 0 focus for this, which is what we'll get next. Probably anyway. Hand over territory, escalate, favour navy, favour army. No, I think we're happy. Happy where our favour lies at the moment. Okay, you guys keep cutting in. Let nothing stop you. Good. We are advancing, obviously, at best pace now, and not facing a whole lot in the way of resistance, which is obviously always a good time. If you want to explore that. Oh, yeah, I was seeing just there, but not for long. Their entire front line is being made essentially redundant by just breakthroughs all the way along it. And they're probably scrambling people to try and deal with these guys here as well. I'll push these guys back off the point, but I don't actually really want to advance to it, do I? Maybe you could go north. Cover the rear there. We are over the cap on military stuff, so I'm going to... We haven't got either of these done, so yeah, I'm going to switch over to land warfare and grab another attritional containment one, I think. Or, no. Command one. Yeah. All headquarters detachments get 8 more organization. Nice. This is the headquarters detachment, by the way. Speaking of which, is there a non-cav headquarters detachment I can get? Yeah, car. And the difference is tiny bit more organization, uses some light vehicles and fuel. Well, we don't want to use any more fuel, but that's interesting to consider for the future. Right, these crossings now look a lot more viable. Does Macau have any factories in it? Probably, right? Probably has at least something. Well, I guess it's a naval base as well. It's another reason why it's kind of important, because you never know when the Portuguese might join our enemy's faction and suddenly give them naval bases in our backyard. That would be bad. Yeah, I think handing over land to the reform government is the problem here. But, I don't know, maybe. They are weakening their defences on this line, it looks like. To take out these guys, we just need to grab these. Nice. We rescue them? Yes, excellent. Alright, get me some spy networks going on America. With a daily tick, we should see this tick to up now that we're covering a larger region. I think that's how it works. Yes. Boom. Big spy network. Love to see it. Alright, speaking of big spy network. I can only increase my number of spies once with that thing. Darn. I think we should spend some on this. Reform the military command a bit. Just raise our cap a little bit. Seems good. And given that we have some spare right now, perhaps a good moment to think about giving some traits to this dude. I don't think spotter is what really matters. Alright, so I want fighter sortie efficiency, CAS, or torpedo bomber. Definitely carrier bomber. And then probably fleet protector is what we're going to want. He can have another one trait, I think. Yeah. Number of ships in the first contract is important. Minesweeper doesn't really matter. Lone Wolf actually could be good, because they'll have some large fleets. Coordination or Lone Wolf? Well, a 10% penalty, a 10% increased penalty to their coordination is more relevant than a 5% bonus to my coordination. So I think actually giving him Lone Wolf, as odd as that sounds, is actually going to be good, because he's not going to be in a small fleet or anything. You know, he won't be a Lone Wolf, but I think that trait will serve him well. Now we're seeing just our cavalry reaching the offensive front line. We can see we are starting to meet some actual resistance, but I mean the enemy numbers are just melting all the way along the front. You can see that they're frantically trying to reorganize to cover this front with not enough men to do so. Alright, Tokyo, if you could research this oil plant for me, then we'll be able to do the focuses associated. That will be grand. Planes-wise, we are going to start to struggle to cover stuff. But you guys can go, you know, here maybe. Apart from that, we can get some of you down here, but we need Hong Kong, really. We'll have to base some planes out of it. Keep cutting in, that's it. Nice. Free military factories. More on light artillery, please. And then these northern guys who are not doing much at the moment, let's have them do a hard switch over. It's going to take 400 artillery to make that switch. You guys as well, since you're not involved in an active offensive. If you guys want to swap over from the mountain to the light. Good. Looks like it's going to be a little bit of an encirclement here as well. Catch these guys out potentially. Keep pressing down. And yeah, they're trying to reorganize all down on the front. Let's just do our very best to not give them the time to do that. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, I'm not moving these guys just because, you know, there's only 4 of them. They're holding 4 tiles. That's all we can really expect of them right now. No, if you could go through here, good. Okay, yeah, and supply is going to start to be a problem. I'll motorize as much as I can to try and cover the needs, but I think it's going to not be possible for very long. This one can cover a lot, but yeah, I mean, ranges. At the end of the day, range is range, and we're a long way away from our nearest supply hubs in some of these advances. That airbase will be useful. This mountain province is proving a little tricky, to be expected. Let's hold off, and we do have supplies here, so just chill for a second and reorg. If you want to go down here, that'll be good. We're still, yeah, maybe motorizing this one, help out a little bit. Yet more free military factories are. Probably planes, honestly. Ah, yes, also a good moment to remember. Upgrade my naval bomber. And then, speaking of naval bombers, let's put the next couple of factories, quite a few of the next couple of factories, into these long-range naval bombers. They're going to be useful for covering the kind of vast swathes of the Pacific that we won't otherwise be able to reach effectively. You guys are going to need to pause while we reorganize here. Stretch this up and this down a bit. Not many divisions on this one, I know, but getting some attack plans again as well. Looks like I let them lapse. That's very foolish. We may even want to pause since I did that. Let them get the attack planning bonus back. Don't want to take needless casualties. Do want to win the war pronto though. Grabbing this victory point. Yeah, I mean, how are we doing? Still only 50%. There's Weserübung kicking off. Denmark's war being historically short. And yeah, they do have supremacy here. We've got room for 200 planes in here. These lads can come over. And you can fly maybe here. I can't reach you from there. Here maybe. You can fly here. Good. What was the research that just got done? I didn't see. I think it was naval related. It was the diesel engines. Okay. Yeah, grabbing the advanced batteries, please. And let's take a look here. How much better would this be with the improved 210 diesel engine? I mean, that's a big range increase. It's cheaper too. Darn. Well, we can't. It's too late now. We can't stop building these. So we're gonna stay the course. But the new stuff will be using the modern diesel engines. The more modern diesel engines, I mean, of course. Let's see if we can pocket these guys like that. These are just Marines, so they're not, and it's mountains, so if we can do a little daring little push like so. Ah, good, and these extra Marines are on their way as well. Ah, plus U8, right. Just give me all but one of them in here. Yeah. That's what we want. Good. And the other one, just come join the Marines army. We should always have an attack plan. Never, ever don't have an attack plan. Force in there, should be doable. Good. There goes Bessarabia, falling under the Soviet yoke. Alright. Cutting through here is looking pretty good. Okay, yeah, I think giving some units some time to reorganize a bit seems good. We can unify people under our government. We've got 95 stability right now, so I think I'm okay not spending political power on that. Or manifesting our destiny. Or demonizing our opponents. Instead, anything else I want to do with political power decisions-wise? Could favour the army. But I'm happy with the dockyard output. I'm tempted to favour the navy again. Costs me stability. But the dockyard output is so good. I don't want to do it because of the land doctrine research speed, basically. Okay, we should probably be doing much more naval air doctrine as well. But I really want the infantry training techniques because they're so good. So let's do that instead. We've got a bunch of free air XP. We don't have a free naval command slot. Do I want to switch this up at all? Not really. Ground attack factor, home defense, power projection. No, I'm happy with the way that sits now. Instead, I guess we will make a variant. So probably the bomber is the right one to do. We're not getting another one until next year. So give me even more range. And then just a heavy bombing. And that's hurting the reliability quite a lot. But I think that's okay. Strategic bombing doesn't matter. Bombay tank. Okay, so we're only getting a little bit more range because the extra bombing is costing us. Losing agility. Naval attack only going up by 0.7. No, 0.7 is not worth it. Give me the range. And sure, compensate a bit on the agility. Oh, it gives more naval targeting for engine as well. Okay. And then a bit of able on radar probably helps with the naval targeting as well. Yes, it does. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. Go for it. Yeah, these attacks going pretty well. Coming on down. You can cut straight through here. You cut straight through there. Good. Get some mobile attacks here. Otherwise looking pretty good. Managing to cross there. We're getting a little thin on the front line as well, but not nearly as thin as they are. Alright, next up. I've used up all my bonuses apparently. Yeah, the recovery rate, coordination. Let's do it. But this is the wrong kind of tech slot. New machine guns and mortars, I think, and uniforms. That's pretty important. There's the destroyer hull advanced. Give me the depth charge thrower. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. You guys are going to need to exercise because I did that. Because now I need to... I won't have enough naval experience to build the new destroyers. You chappies can all get split out into the main fleet. Good. Okay, next. Military High Command. Naval Strike and Naval Hit Chance and Naval Organization seems just right to me. Or sortie efficiency. I think actually sortie efficiency. That's basically flat. 10% gain on, you know, a lot of my my carrier action. So that's worth it. All right, China. The time has come. You're losing. Give up. I think it's coming to be about that time. The new light fighters are done. This is probably a land, yeah, an army air, not a naval air. So give me the recon, I guess. Or maybe actually, yeah, let's jump ahead on the recon. Because we're going to use recon planes to find the enemy fleets. So getting some longer range versions of them would be good. And then switch over the light fighter. And just give it a little engine tweak. A little bit of an engine tune-up. It seems good. Oops. There we go. Good stuff. And yeah, of course, we've got the new destroyer designs and the torpedo designs, but we're not going to be able to use them yet because we we're able to use them, but we don't want to use them yet. Don't have the gear that I want to be putting on those types of ships. Okay, you guys have landed successfully. Marvelous. If you could just wrap this up. Come up here. Come up here. Good. If one of you guys could just sort that out, that would be good. You chaps redeploying somewhere sensible? Yeah. How about you lads? Where supply allows, yes. Okay. How's your lure them in strategy going, China? Oh right, they've run out of it. Lure them in strategy. They still have the focus, but militarism, planning, new regime. Yeah, since they have cores on everything. Oh, they don't have cores on everything. Okay, they have cores on some stuff. Of course, I guess they won't have cores on the land that I've handed them. Oh, we can get air warfare, even though I don't have the 0. Interesting. Okay, well, we are going to push down. Oh no, sorry, it's this one that needs it. Okay. Right. Probably didn't do that in the right order, but oh well. Not the end of the world. Hopefully. Yeah, infrastructure sabotage becoming a pretty common sight behind our lines. Not great. Not great, but we are closing up another pocket. And then we can just move straight back to this front line, and they have no chance. Good stuff. We've got time, but we are approaching, you know, I'd like to be at peace. Kind of, yeah, I would like to be at peace. There's the white piece, with the loss of the massive industrial base of Kerala. Which is probably not how you pronounce that, I have to imagine. If you're Finnish anyway. I'll get Lambert to tell me. You chappies, get reassigned over here, please. And go to the front, whether you like it or not. This should be motorized, as should this. This is still somehow in range, oh, I guess, of these guys. Are we actually short on trucks? Yeah, we are, okay. I'll demotorize that, we've got enough reach from here. Need slightly more than we've got. Right, this is no longer serving anyone. Turn that one off. Fine. There goes Norway. Fall of France. Approaching rapidly. Okay, cutting in, cutting up. Good. If you guys could cross here, that would ease our way across. Here too. Joint industrial policy working well. Okay. Good. Not much else to do, honestly. We are looking in a big surplus on infantry anti-tank. Have we got enough to introduce it into infantry battalions? Not yet. Radio? We can introduce radio. Nice. Go for it. Shove those radios, excuse me, into mobile battalions. I thought I'd already done that. And then what else? Oh yeah, that could be interesting. Let me see. Like the capital ships, historically speaking. Oh, I can't actually see what the design is. What was I thinking? Yes, we should probably deploy some more infantry. Or maybe, yeah, let's make a marine. This is a Tech 2 marine. I want to make them bigger. And I want to give them some stuff. So signals. Signals for the initiative. And I think support AA might be a good idea. It's going to hurt their landing, probably. 62%. 62%. Okay, yeah. Support AA, I think, is a good idea in these, because they're likely to be attacking somewhere with air bases defending them. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's the upgrade. Save that up, and then give me some of these. What are we short of on some of them? Basically nothing until amphibious warfare equipment. Cool. Give me 6 of those. And then... yeah, so the semi-motorized, the 7 speed is really nice. If you go to full motorized, you're looking at fuel usage 0.6 versus these guys using 1. So it's a 60% increase in fuel usage. Obviously the stats are better, but not much better. And if you go all these and you get the speed. What about assault infantry? Basically better in towns, jungles. Yeah. I kind of like this. What I don't like is the use of motorized. So give me normal motorized artillery. Just get rid of the mountain artillery. And add in signals. And support anti-air. Oh, hang on. What's slowing it down so much? The signals? Ah, right, yeah, we need a motorized signals department, of course. Support anti-air car would be needed. Yeah, these are like our elite troops. So I think adding in some anti-air... We don't have heavy anti-air that we're building. And then some motorized combat engineers. Yeah. And that's our elite dudes. Save it up. Cool. And that's going to cost us, you know, a bunch of equipment and stuff, but that's fine. There goes the Benelux. Alright, get these garrisons set up. Okay, fine. That should, yeah, it should use up some of our gear. We could deploy a bunch more infantry, but I'd rather win the war in China and then see where what our situation is, basically. Because I think what we're going to want to do is switch over all of the infantry we have to Tech 2 or Tech 3, which would include signals. You guys need to move to the front. Good little encirclement. You guys can just make this wrap up real quick. And yeah, just cut straight through. We really ought to be able to get them to capitulate soon. It is frustrating that I think the land that we handed over to form the new China basically is not counting towards their surrender progress, which is annoying. But, you know, what you're going to do. Let's see if we can get Shaanxi to capitulate in the north as well. It's been a long while since we've moved on this front line. They are very thoroughly entrenched. Nice. There's the decryption on them. Time for the British ciphers. You two, didn't I just tell you to attack here? There's the new infantry equipment. Get me the new machine guns. When by infantry equipment, I mean field uniforms. Okay. You chappies, apart from one, let's have you here. We're struggling, really struggling on the supply now. There's not a lot I can do about that, of course. I mean, I could reduce my presence on the front line. Ah, nuts. I'll be right back. But, I mean, you know, we are breaking through at a decent pace now, so should all be good. Obviously, you know, we pushed them off all their supply hubs, which is great, briefly. And then you push past that, and there's no supply hubs. And suddenly it becomes a bit of a problem. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work. How's that attack in the north going? We're getting them, slowly but steadily. They may have had a lot of time to entrench, but we had a lot of time to come up with a planning bonus. Okay, a little over-exporting on steel. And first aluminium problems. Fortunately, Manchukuo has a bunch. Nice. You guys cutting in here. Let's go straight here. Start that attack. Really, really bad supply here. Ouch. There is one back here that we could get to. Have they just built these two new, or did I just miss them earlier? It's recon radios. Yeah, truck radios, sure. Keep coming in. Right, there's an airbase we just got, isn't there? Yeah, 200 planes. 100, 200. Boom. That will help. I'll drive these guys into oblivion, if you would. You should go straight forwards. As soon as we win here, we'll counter. Good. Give some reinforcement there. Maybe pushing them here. Joining there. Good, good, good. Making headway. Beginning to become a bit of a grind, but, you know, what can you do? Have tanks, I guess. it's one thing you could do. Let's push them here. Good stuff. Yeah, if we can get Shaanxi to capitulate, obviously that puts us closer to the communists, who we do also need to capitulate in order to succeed here. One of you should probably just go and rush. See if we can yoink that supply hub. That would be good. Okay, and in the north, we're pressing on the capital, which is 10 victory points, and a supply hub. Not a supply hub that's connected to anything, so not one that we can actually use, but one that we can deny them at least. Alright, these guys in the south actually have no battle plan at all, huh? I suppose even if I give them one, they probably won't move to it, because there's no supply available. Yeah. Thought as much. Got them down here. Moving towards the capital, slow, but we're getting there. Crossing this river to let us take Ba. Working pretty well. Good. Let's come in here, start the attack on that mountain tile. In the north, meanwhile, let's launch this as well. Good. Decision. Some more propaganda. Not necessary just now. So let's not. 3 dockyards, huh? Just give me more destroyers for now. I need the screening for my massive ships that I'm building. Might want to increase our escorts production as well. Nice joint economic policy working well for us. Maybe we could just straight up encircle here. Lose a bit of a tough nut to crack with 6 infantry, but we can get here with 2 of them anyway. Okay. And then, yeah, this one falling easily. No one in it. The easiest fall of all. Keep these guys coming. These Marines struggling a bit. What if we add in Marines from 2 angles? Jolly good. Yeah, don't care about that. Don't care about that. Can't close that. Missing mountain artillery. That's fine. And we have free stuff. Not because we actually finished one of our ones, but because we are just gaining civilian factories. Nice. Italy in the Axis. Okay, probably not looking so hot for France right about now. Yep, indeed not. We're hoping, of course, that Italy puts up a stern fight. There's our cruiser tech. We need cruiser belt scheme, which I am not going to spend on. I guess we won't start building our new cruisers for 125 days. That's okay. There's the advanced small batteries, and it's just small batteries we're going to have on our cruisers, because we're going to be going mostly with torpedoes. We do need the AA though. And what was that we just finished? Fuel related? No. Excuse me. It's July. We could go towards concentrated ahead of time. 25 factory output is just so powerful. So I think I am going to grab that ahead of time. Even while we have a shortage of tech to research. Well, not tech to research, but slots to research other tech, I think. It's just such a valuable technology that I don't mind going ahead of time on it. Yeah, get in there, get in there. Being pushed back a little bit just because our supply situation has become so abominable. There goes Belgium finally. Took me a little while, feels like, but I don't know. Talk about taking a little while. Can't really talk, can I? Given it's taken me years to take out China. What we should probably do is pivot some of these guys. So let's assign them all here, but then half of them, let's come up here and reinforce such that we can do another offensive up here. And I want them to redeploy up here. Because we have a hub here with a tiny bit of excess space. We can get them probably motorized back here. Which we don't quite have enough for. Ah, but I can demotorize this one for sure. Good. Okay, oops, got our Marines encircled. Won't be too challenging to unencircle them, but never, never something you want to see. Cutting in here, get some reinforcements. Finally breaking them back here. Oh, really struggling with this mountain tile, apparently. You guys want to reinforce up there. Yeah, there's the relief force for these guys coming in the nick of time. Good. You two, if you're stuck with nowhere to go, just come up here. Come on, China. Come on. Give it up. You know you want to. There's no future for you in this war. There really isn't. I assure you. You guys can get assigned to a special attack order just designed to, oops, to make you stay put. And that's the capital of Shaanxi, worth 5 victory points. Might be enough to make him capitulate. We'll see. Alright, finally got him here. Now we'll do the rare double back offensive. And grab Bar, which is not a supply hub. Ooh, interesting. They're getting river supply up to here. That seems so unlikely. Surely I can intercept it at some point between here and here. Maybe that means we'll be able to use it for a river supply, though, which should be excellent, obviously. Quickly breaking them there. Grab it. See if we can get that river supply. That would be pretty hype, not gonna lie. Right. Next up. Nice. Ability now trending positive. I haven't got a heavy aircraft manufacturer. Could be useful. It's mostly only for Navy fighters and stuff, though. Don't really have anything I want to spend my political power on. Let's check if we want to replace anyone here. Yeah, Hirohito. Let's swap him out. Not really very useful. Non-core manpower. Less useful than he could be. Resistance growth in our states occupied by the enemy up. Damage to enemy garrisons in our states occupied down. No, he seems bad. How about instead the same thing but plus 2% political power? No. Efficient sociopath. No, these all seem terrible. What is this? That's Interior Minister. Right, we went with Intelligence Officer. Would I rather have Naval Intelligence? I don't think so. I think the balance from him is good. So, Economic Minister. Right now we're anti-communist, which is 5% less consumer goods. And what are we at consumer goods these days? 17%. So it would be pretty bad to get rid of him. But I could have lots of worse things. I mean, this is the only one that's tempting, but no. I remember picking him, so I'm probably not going to switch off him. Silent Workhorse, right, we definitely don't need him. Although, right, we're about to unlock the ability to get Tojo, at which point we'll get him. Nice. In fact, we're going to start doing the focus to get Tojo right now. I should have done that earlier. Oh well. And then we're going to rush towards the focuses that we need for unified fighter development, I think. Yeah, I'll save the political points because we're going to need to be able to afford Tojo. Okay, pushing in, pushing in. Get them, get them. Get them at least under pressure. Just so they can't move around too much. As soon as you're in there, help out here. You help with this crossing. You also help with this crossing. Okay. There needs to be an alert for experience capped out. That would be really beneficial. It's much less of an issue in vanilla, I guess, but I would like it. Come on. Come on. 67%. Give it up. There's the improved depth charge thrower. Last thing I think we need is sonar. Ugh, 125 days. Come on, man. It's too long. Oh well. Just holding the line there. There goes bar. Alright, you guys can take that actually. We'll just have this guy loop around. That's fine. You chappies. Let's have you up here. Oh, no, wrong army. Sorry. He's got room for you. Get yourselves over here. Yeah, no supply hubs here, but once we've got this one, hopefully we can supply it by river. If it was a 40 size by river, that would be kind of nuts. That would be really beneficial. Come on, China. It's over. It's like definitely over. I'm not just saying that because I'm your enemy. It's really conclusively over. You should surrender. Spare the lives of your men. It would be prudent. Alright, come on. Please, give me an interior supply hub based on river supply. Yeah, baby. Alright, now that is going to make this next bit of pushing a lot easier. That's really very good. Alright, hit him. Hit him. Let's come from this area. Nice. Give me some support attacks. Get him here, actually. Good. Okay, nice. Please, this freaking mountain tile. My lord. It's ridiculous how long it's taken us to take it. I know the Marines aren't great in the south, but come on. A little bit of progress, a little bit of headway. The Commander-in-Chief is getting terse. And by terse, I mean testy. Alright, got him there. Got a bit of a support attack action. It's a 200 plane base there. There we go. I know that's going to make the supply situation harder on them, but I think the planes will be worth it. Come on, China. 78% of the way. So much senseless death. I guess we gave them way more time to do political focuses and things that would have helped them stabilize than we could have done if we'd started the war earlier. We did pay for starting it late. Let's put another one on handheld anti-tank, given that we still don't have enough to add that to our infantry. I would like that in my infantry ahead of going to war with America. I'm worried about the American industrial machine. I remember nearing the end of our Britain campaign, they started having like serious numbers of troops. I think it's a justified fear. Okay, everyone assigned where they should be. Empty airbase here. I could put in, sure, some recon. We will know exactly what is up in the regions where we are active. Good. And then, who's really struggling on range? You are. Let's have you flying up here. At least these ones will be a bit easier for us with that such. Okay, come across here. You guys can push them back there. That should be enough. It's mountains and fort, so it's difficult to break them, but break them we will. Unfilled import request. Steel. That's fine. We're still on a surplus. Alright, Lu is now surrounded. Enough that I feel much happier launching that attack. Yeah, trying to carry 40 here is a bit of a ask. Finally, oil plant unlocked. We're burning through our fuel right now. Coal liquefaction. Modify steel mill output by 12. Weekly event that gives 12 fuel per steel refinery. You know what? That just sounds annoying. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'll do catalytic cracking. I will, however, start building these as a priority in states that have already got our top level infrastructure. And then after Tojo, we're going to grab synthetic refinery. And maybe this as well. You get construction speed, 5% gain. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Right, Tojo's not done yet. Oh, excuse me. Once the Tojo focus is done, that'll be good. If you want to start cruising up here towards that victory point, that'll be good. If you could grab that one, we can actually go the hard way. Cross the river into the mountains here. Excuse me. Yep, Lu fallen. Easy peasy. In the south, this is a victory point, isn't it? We won't have military access through the French though, so I can't connect that up. At least I think that's how that'll work. We'll see, I guess. You guys can keep crushing in if possible. Plains looking a bit more advantageous now. Some nice recon giving us good intel on these guys. Might be able to do a daring little sneaky. We kind of snuck around and yoinked this capital. That could be fun. Free military factory again. Let's put more on planes, I think. Give me 2 more on recon. Okay, got them broken down on those attacks. Some more reinforcements to Q. Breaking them there. Crossing the hard way. It's really just a silly idea, isn't it? Let's go. Let's just do this instead. Much more sensible. Short on rubber. Yeah, rubber is obviously going to be a problem. The Raj is already giving me 20. I guess we'll get some from the Dutch East Indies. We'll just get used to the Dutch East Indies rubber, and then we can, you know, it'll be easy to retool our to not have to retool our factories once we own it directly. And we're importing all our rubber from there. Alright, broken there, good. If you guys want to circle that way, you guys take the river. Quick as possible. These two will support the southern thrust. Should be good. Now, we're terribly short on oils, fuel, so you guys cease your exercising, please. And anyone in here that's already trained up enough as well should switch themselves over. Oops, sent the whole thing over. Not what I meant to do. How do I... That's weird, it's not showing it named as what it was named as. That's the right group. That's the wrong group. Make a new... How do I... There we go. You guys are the training fleet. Oh, darn, that means I'm going to have to reassign everyone. I think. You guys should be training, and I'm guessing these have got broken. Yep. Oh, no, it's still the right one. Hey, nice. Just rename it. Training. Good. And the subs... The escorts do want training. The escorts not assigned to the training one automatically? They are. I guess I just removed them somehow. Fine. All good. It's not there. Given that support attack. Crossing the river. Not looking great, so let's not straight away. Give me the mortar upgrades, please. Excellent. Better machine guns. We are capped on military technology, so let's make the T3s. They get signals, and they get probably cav anti-air as well, giving them the first bit of air attack. Well, a tiny bit more air attack anyway. That's probably a good idea. Give them some more hard attack as well. And some better piercing. The cost increase is not that big. Let's do it. That's the tier 3. Or tech 3, or whatever you want to call it. Now the rest. When did we last invent new infantry equipment? We're not going to invent any more for 2 years. Okay, so I think the infantry equipment is a good place to sink some some variant stuff. Just bump the quality. More reliability. They're not going to break. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. We end up with tons of these things. Yeah, give me more soft attack, more reliability. More soft attack, more light attack, more breakthrough. Yeah, good. They even called it the T1 for us. And then the uniforms, obviously you use a lot of those. So more recovery rate. Oh, that's quite a significant recovery rate. And then just better uniforms is just spending more to get more reliability. But the thing is, for 3% reliability, it's costing about 3% more. So that seems like not a great trade. What else? Get used a lot. Infantry guns are pretty important. About that. They're more expensive, so I think it's more worth it to keep their reliability a bit higher. Boom. Okay, better infantry guns, and a few other things. Cool. Worth it, I think. That will slowly do the upgrades. Small cost to production efficiency. Oh, actually, that's quite a significant production efficiency hit. Damn. Oh well. What haven't I seen? Right, the advanced cruiser. Okay, spy-wise, infiltrating the American Navy, I think, is a good idea. Let's give that a go. I'd like to know what they're up to over there. I'd like to know what kind of ship power we're looking at dealing with. Of course, I also have to worry about the British Navy. We'll see how much the British Navy they send over. Historically, not a huge amount came over before VE Day. So, at least that's my understanding, which is my mid-war understanding of the Pacific Theatre from the British perspective is very limited. Right, so this is, we're running out of fuel because we have these, we cut down to tiny fuel imports. Let's crank it again, just to fill up our reserves. Which will slow down our synthetic production, but how much does one synthetic refinery even make? 64. Wow, that's not very much. Okay. There's the war in Greece. Okay, if we can grab this supply hub off them, that will seriously weaken their southern flank. Let's give that a go. There's fuel refining too. Obviously, the fuel refining bonuses stack with the ones, so yeah, give me just basic fuel refining. That'll be good. Okay. Just going to have to take some of these more grueling fights, basically. It's what it's going to come down to here, I think. Get this river crossing done. These truck radios. You could cut in there. Cancel these attacks. It's foolishness. Cut in here instead. And improved core HQ. Just carry straight on with that. Don't have the army experience, of course, because I just did that. Just spent it all, but oh well. Meanwhile, this one... I would like the air accidents chance down and the night operations penalty reductions. I think decryption is important now, though. So that we can start to make sure we don't get an encryption and decryption penalties when we're fighting at sea and in the air against the Americans. Okay. Doing pretty well now. Stabilized that attack there, which is good. Once we've got that, their supply situation should hit some real snags. Okay. Didn't manage to get that river crossing, unfortunately. To be expected, really. We should really motorize this. Now we're short on trucks. This one is no longer needed. We have outstripped the need for that one and this one. Cool. That stabilizes the truck situation. There's Tojo. Still can't cross there. So after Tojo, if I want... Unified Fighter Development. I need Army Air Innovation, the the A6M0, and new fighter and bomber programs. So there's that. There's new fighter and bomber programs. Which is the other one? Army Air Innovation. Army Air Innovation. I'm not seeing that. I always forget the search function. Army Air Innovation. Here it is. Okay. Well, we'll start going towards the 0 first. And we should appoint Tojo. Which was he? Again? I forget. Weren't we putting him in charge instead of the political power gain? Yeah, there we go. Tojo. 2% political power, daily command power, economic policy change speed factor. Lots of good stuff. Nice. And some free military factories, which I think I will put on planes. Carrier fighters and bombers could do with a bump. Then maybe some more light fighters and then CAS. Ooh, we're actually... Let's cut the recon production and 1 bomber production. Maybe 2 bomber production. We are at our air production capacity. Okay, good to know. Instead... Give me some more upgrades on the infantry guns and the new stuff that we just upgraded. Just put 1 into each of the new stuff that we just upgraded. And the infantry and the recon equipment because we upgraded that really late. Okay, we're across the river. There's infantry training techniques, which I think frees up something here. Yeah, victory or death. I don't think we want victory or death, but it's kind of cool. Do we get something in here as well? Yeah, quick. I think I'd rather have the research speed, but okay. So anyway, next, I probably want to go straight to infantry command. Command power increase and just 4% soft hard breakthrough defense. All pretty nice. And then we'll get probably the breakthrough. Does this require all of them or? Yeah, it does. Wow. Well, yeah, we'll get this first. Without spending all the military power because I've spent it elsewhere. Probably a mistake. I should have kept 100 in reserve for some of those. Where are you going? Across there. Good. You could come across here and replace him. Let's try this river crossing. And this is a supply hub, right? Yeah, if we can grab that supply hub, they're going to be in a bad way in the north there. Now I'm hoping I don't spot another naval tech I need before I can build the... Ah, damn. Oh no, we can't get that yet anyway, okay. I would like advanced torpedoes though. So, I guess we're 100 days away still. Always 100 days away from designing our new thing. Actually, I think... No, we're not 100 days away. I'm going to wait for... Hydro... Well, 71, it's only a 30-day delay. Yeah, we'll wait. That's fine. Wow, they're really trying to hold us here, huh? What is that? Chinese Soviet Republic have a tank division. Ridiculous. Destroy it. Okay. We actually lost this attack, huh? That's not acceptable. Try again. Pretty good coverage from there. Planes here looking good. No planes in the north. Maybe I should switch. The range is so bad, though. Okay, we're getting in there, finally. We will need to cross this river line eventually. Push up into the Chinese-Soviet area. Let's get them here. This river crossing is painful, but it's also not really optional. Let's halt this one and instead reinforce that one, and maybe we can get around the back here. Here, still mountains, but with no river crossing. Compared to your neighbours, you have nothing to complain about. We've grabbed this hub, which is actually working and connected, despite that making very little sense. Nice. Demotorize that one. Why is that working? Oh, is it getting like the river supply thing or something? No, how is that connected to a... Well, let's not question it, shall we? I thought I should have to at least control this province before I could even connect it if I was allowed to do it through Indochina, but we'll see. Okay, they are hitting us pretty hard here. Let's reinforce that tile. Anytime we can be on the defense, I'm happy about that. Come on, China. 89%. Give it up. If you could just give it up, that would be great. We're gaining fuel, but too slowly. 2.3 years. We're over-importing from them. Fine. Dutch East Indies. Fine. I'll buy from you. Fine. Soviet Union. Give me your fuel. Raj. Canada. Give me the fuel. I need it. I need it. What is using up my fuel right now? Air is using a fair amount. Army is using a fair amount. No need to embargo French Indochina. We're going to own them soon. We have massively increased our maximum capacity, which of course is going to be part of it, but still. Need to make sure no one is unnecessarily training. And in fact, maybe you only get to train these days if you're a capital ship. Or at least a... yeah, I think that's probably actually a good idea. We're going to have to do some fuel preserving measures. How do I clear this? Can I not right click, shift click? Okay, we can't clear it. Fair enough. Never mind then. I'm not going to go through and uncheck all of those. You should definitely be able to right click to unset that, by the way. You guys can push in here. Support here. Are we into the next air zone here yet? Not quite in the southern section at least. Should be able to get him here. Good. And you can push on straight on through. We're so close now. We're so close. I can practically taste it. Alright, you two cruise in here, please. Hit them in the rear while they're trying to attack me. Decision available. We can demand Indochina. Cool. Yes, please. I'd love the oil. Gimme Indochina, France. Hand it over. It's all mine. I deserve it. Bit of a slow reply, France. Don't like this. I'd rather you handed it over promptly, please. They've left this tile undefended. Interesting. Let's pin them here to make sure that remains the case. France, give me Indochina. Hello? Interesting. Not sure why that's taking so long. I hope they didn't say no. Presumably it would tell us if they said no. But you would have also thought they reply pretty immediately. An organization aimed at assisting the Emperor's rule has been established. Gets event Manchukuo declared independence. Excuse me? No, they didn't. Okay, good. I was going to say, they better freaking not. They would quickly feel my wrath if they declared independence. Ruling party changed. Did it actually change any advisors? These all look familiar. Don't think it did. Okay. Couldn't care less then. France have finally accepted our move. Good. Provisional government of UE click long effort. Improve cooperation. The UN click back in hands of a local government. What are you talking about? We don't have much. We have tons of, like, no compliance at all. UA click. Why is this so high? Is it this province? Yeah, it's just this province that's triggering it. No. Definitely not. Okay, moving in. One final victory point in the south. Come on. Everyone could be the last at this point. Pushing across the river. Come on. I want to believe. I want to believe that we're done with this grueling war. It's been such a freaking slugfest. Let's cross the river in the south of the communists. Got a lot of political power. Could raise taxes again. I can afford the stability hit now. And the political power hit. And the factory and dockyard output would be nice. Slows dockyard and civilian construction speed, but that's not by much. And we get 2% less consumer goods. I'm going to raise the taxes. And then we're going to look at maybe going to elite. A foreign peace deal. Norway gets pacifist movements. Good stuff. It's not going to help them much. They've already capitulated, game. But sure, you do you. Let's reposition men onto this southern bit so we can prepare for an attack down here. Trotsky survives an assassination attempt. Be great, Emperor Japan to mount Indochina. Absolutely. We are all awesome. Okay, so that's given us some oil, presumably, and some rubber and aluminium, which is good. So we can import less. Love to see that. Okay. We should also probably extend our token garrison command to include this area. Cool. Well, that gives us a pretty obvious place to strike at the British from, huh? Now that we fully control this area. I wonder how many of their fleets are over here. Not enough, is my suspicion. But we will see. We will see. Very hopeful that we'll be able to defeat the British fleet in detail. But if it all came over at once, we need the Italians to keep the British feeling really occupied. That's our one of our main hopes there, I think. Oh, I can't do this without this. Okay, fine. Bonuses on ahead of time air doctrines, fine by me. Alright, we've got some extra what do you call it? Air production capacity out of that focus, so we'll put it on naval bombers, I think. Ah, right, we have some more free still. Sure, put one there and then one on machine guns, because I'll be upgrading machine guns at some point in the not too distant future. Yes, I know it's completed. You can close that now. Cool. Ah, right, and I could become Spy Master if I got 10 upgrades. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5. I don't think it's worth it. I think I need to focus my industry on synthetic refineries. They're so expensive. My God. We're getting there. We're getting there, though. And yeah, with Indochina under our grip, we now at least have some oil coming out of there. Where is the oil here? I thought there was some oil in here. Here it is. It's only this province that actually produces oil. I should probably have looked on the resource map, huh? It's only this province that produces oil, and right now, 0 oil is available. Scaled to 20% due to garrison fulfillment. Ah, crap! I'm short on massive amounts of garrison stuff again. Okay, hey China, have a bunch of land, and then we'll need to adjust our steel imports accordingly, but at least that will preserve our, should anyway, preserve our garrison situation. No? Why is it showing so empty? It shouldn't be that empty. Is it just I need to reopen the screen? No? Huh, interesting. Anyway, we're going to, I think we should put them under forced labor to get the extra local resources. We get much less compliance gain, but less resistance growth and much more local resources, which will be good. Yeah, once the garrison actually fills up, it will start actually taking effect. Okay, improve coal plant. Yes. Also, Wasn't I meant to be taking... Yeah, hang on, I was meant to be doing this. Gives 2 bonuses for advanced oil plant... 2 research bonuses for improved oil plant and advanced oil plant specifically. Right, so don't do this one yet. Instead... Right, let's do some excavation runs then. Because excavation still works on oil. And then we'll do that focus after this one. Maybe after the 0 as well, actually, now I think about it. Okay. Come on, China. It's becoming silly. Look, we've pushed you all the way to Tibet. This is absurd. Surrender. How close are we? Oh my god. 95%. You government in Egypt. Hit him there. Some legal reforms, fine. Can I support attack here? No. You guys can attack though. Let's get them here. Okay, and in the north, we've gathered some more concentrated forces. Let's see if we can cross this river. One of these guys to support though. Unfulfilled import requests. Mexico is not giving us all we deserve. How could they? Greece has joined the Allies. Ooh, the Soviet Union is warming to us. Nice. Give me a bunch more oil then, Soviets. And Romania, you too. Good. That's filling up our oil reserves right quick. You guys can all head in. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. We've cancelled the non-aggression pact. That seems bad. Why? It was like an event-driven non-aggression pact and everything. I guess I'll need to do it again with this. Interesting. I mean, that could be bad if they declare war on us. I mean, I guess, actually, if the Soviets declare war on us, we're not going to declare war on the Allies. We're just going to fight the Soviets for ages. And in doing so, we'll make the Germans win, which will weaken the Allies in Europe. France is actually holding? Well, that's kind of bad for us, actually. Though I guess it will concentrate the British's naval attention around France, hopefully. Keep pushing. Yeah, that hopefully is very optimistic, I recognise. There's the advanced cruiser scheme. Okay. There's nothing else I need in here. Apart from obviously the landing craft stuff. Anything else I need here? We have the advanced batteries already. I think the answer is no. We should just start going for the... I can afford 50. It's not going to cost us. It's not going to cost us 50 to design the new destroyers. We should just start doing stuff that's actually, you know, useful not for building ships, but for using them now, I think. China. See, what the hell? Oh, it's because I gave the land to freaking the... God damn it. That's really annoying. I'm gonna bug report that actually into the Black Ice Discord right now. I'll be back in a second. I'm just gonna pause. Right. Oh well. Oh well. The pushing will continue. Unabated, I guess. I'm not thrilled, but we will make the best of it. Hit them here. Guess we're going to capitulate the communists first, as it turns out. Let's see. We'll probably hit these guys here. Nah, bit too hard a fight, I think. Let's reinforce there. We could also actually, we're pretty close to being able to cut in here and then actually cut this whole southern section off from the north of China. Yeah, it shouldn't make much difference because there's no actual railway lines between the two, but yeah, we're not going to click that freaking button again and give land to them. I can't believe, oh, we were so close. We were so close. Oh well. Right, cool. We've got our new Marines at least. That's good. Might start training directly some of our Tech 3 infantry, but we're pretty low on manpower actually, so I think I'm not going to. May train a few more Marines though. As many as we actually have equipment. Alright, you guys can go to the Marine Army, which has room for you. And then hang out here. Good stuff. Right, bring them down here, just ready for... Actually, bring them down to Saigon, I think. And they can... we'll probably train them down there ahead of the invasion of Malaya. And you guys can come down, because we're very much at the limit of what our supply system over here can handle. We'll motorize what we can near the front, now that we've pushed to the final ones. Right, crossing here, pushing into the city here. Good, and then we're cutting this off in the north. Yep, good. We can support that from the south, looking good. You guys moving in? You are. Rather you didn't. Don't have that many men around though. Yeah, I'll hold them there, that's fine. Alright, capital fallen. Let's just keep on keeping on into the Chinese communists here. One of those guys can... Excuse me. Should be able to order this. Oh, weird, don't know why that didn't work. Anyway, pushing up, fine. Another of you can help here. You two can switch across. There's decryption. We should get some better encryption text as well. Cool. I guess what we should do if we want to actually do that is just give control of state. Because giving control of state won't transfer ownership of the province to them, which means it shouldn't result in that problem. Oh, there goes the French capitulation. Okay. What is this? Right, we do start allowing mechanized infantry. Oh, bollocks, I should have got this a while ago. Better headquarters company. Yeah, let's grab that real quick. Lebanon. Right, that's the French peace deal. Right, we successfully crossed here. Where are you guys going? Oh, for God's sake. The frontline overlap could still use some work. Okay. I'm getting... Yep, cutting them there. Nice. Let's have these guys keep going north. How close are we? God, we've still got miles to go. Oh, we're going to have to push them back to like every single tile they own. Our casualties are mounting as well as I become less less careful with my offensives. Damn it. You should stop your move. The two of you? Yeah, could hold them back. Good. Okay, down here. Moving in on that victory point. Every victory point still counts. I'm sorry, I know my commentary has got a little bit more dry last little while. I am frustrated, as you might be able to tell. But oh well. Let's grab landing craft because it's a long research. What have I invented? Right, the new mortars. Variant? Yeah, we've got lots of experience right now. Smoke shells and illumination. I don't mind increasing the cost of these because it's essentially just being you're able to concentrate value, right, with more expensive equipment. I think that's worth it. Let's hit them here. Then we'll be able to hit that one from two directions, neither of which are crossing a river. Pax Americana. Yes, sure thing. America. You focus over on the Americas. Nothing problematic is happening anywhere elsewhere. Give me synthetic oil focus. Joint industrial possibility with Italy gives us 150 political power, which I think I am going to use for elite officer training. Gives us a bit more experience available. Division training standards, division organization goes up. Fleet coordination goes up. I'm going to do it. And the army, I think we're also going to go to elite standards. More training time, but more experience gain. Sorry, actually less training time, but more minimum training level. Why would elite standards lower the training time? Curious. Anyway, that should be good. Alright, keep on keeping on. We've got a... You know what I feel like playing? This is a really random... I know this is a long episode. This is a really random topic of conversation. But you know what I feel like playing after grinding my way through here? Death Stranding. I think I'm going to play Death Stranding after this session. Oh dear. No complicated decisions. No like grinding your way through endless hard terrain. Okay, wait a minute. It does have that. I think that's what I'm gonna do after this to kind of to chill out after having got frustrated with pushing through China. Still, when we get our way through, it'll be good. It'll be a good moment. You lads, come here. Get a new one. I need these victory points. And I do not care if you run out of supply, even a little bit. We could also, I mean, the push in the east will eventually improve our supply. We have got some supply hubs to be taken here. We'd have to railway them up, though, which would be a freaking absolute pain. So probably not going to do that. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. Let's have half of you guys. Well, one of you, anyway. Let's put there. Two of you coming back here. Good. Yeah, we are breaking them here. Slowly, but we are breaking them. Those guys are moving in. How's production going on those beautiful ships? Oh, look at them. Tech 3 carriers. It's enough to cheer anyone up. And what are we waiting for? Just the advanced torpedoes. 20 days. 20 days. And we can design some beautiful new ships. This carrier is ready to be split off. And this battle fleet should merge into the reserve. The other thing we should think about, actually, is getting some training done for the crews of our new carriers. So these lads, we could work out... Yeah, first off, let's tweak their compositions a touch. And yeah, this one has none. We'll just put some simple little carrier bomber and it was already fighter, wasn't it? Yeah, carrier bomber. There we go. But now these guys should all hop off the planes, or hop off the carriers rather, and do some training. I mean, look at that, 275 planes on these, what, 6 carriers? 3 carriers from our more modern ones will be able to carry more planes than that. Crazy. You guys get some experience. You two have actually finished. Ah, you're probably the ones from this one, aren't you? Yeah. Okay, well, we'll have these two hop off when they can. Actually, no, we just don't need them, do we? Because these two were from here. Fine. Good. Get those guys training up. And actually, knowing that our new modern carriers are going to have 90 air wings, we can actually already deploy the fighters for them. So, I mean, there's 90. There's 200 more than we... Sorry, there's 20 more than we need. We've got 4, right? Yeah. So we actually don't have enough fighters to fill out our new carrier. Wow. New carriers, rather. Anyway, there's them. Oh, I meant to deploy less than that. Oh, well. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I actually wanted this to be 90. And then we can deploy the others as a 90. And then we'll deploy these as a 90. And then some carrier bombers as a 90. Wait, hang on, 90's not right. I guess I can just do 90s and then split them in half. which means I have more. I do have more than I need. Good, okay. You get deleted, you get split in half, you get split in half, you get split in half, and then one more 90 of bombers. There we go, split in half, and then we'll train the bombers and the main ones 2 different places. That's fine. We'll put them, actually, no, there's room here. We'll just put them here once they've deployed. Okay, good. And there are all of the fighters and bombers for our new carrier, and these are high replacement priority. Cool. Good, but I'm going to call it a part there. In the next episode, we'll crush China, and we can have a jubilant beginning. I apologize for getting a little bit down near the end of this episode. I'll be back in full force next time. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.